do stuff. We're gonna do stuff. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Woo! What's up, guys? Mr. 3000 GT. Bonjour. Tout le monde. Je suis Monsieur 3000 GT. I'm bringing you something different. What the fuck am I looking at? Well, I thought with that surge of making old young Battle 7K on WWE 2K17 10 years, I thought I'd show off what I have on SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. You didn't think of that, did you? So here is SmackDown vs. Raw guy. My most original, totally, see, he has the SmackDown Raw logo. I used the tights glitch in this game to give him red and blue tights. Those are Sting's tights too. Regular boots, mohawk for some reason, headband, face paint. I don't really know the point of this guy. SmackDown vs. Raw, shitty TNA, ECW. This is before, this is like around WWE ECW started, but and a red glove and a blue glove, and yeah, super unique. And we can see he was Christopher from LA, light heavyweight clean, voice one ladder. I mean, like, I don't know what the idea was besides making a guy. And I realize I have music on right now. So yeah, try not to change that quick so I don't get copyright strikes. Dingle, dangle, bingle, bangle. Bye-bye. And on to the next one, I guess. I mean, why not? This guy, I named him Corporal. HUD name Corporal. Nickname Corpy. Whatever that meant. As we continue down the long trek of the Left Behind series of cars that have not made it to my future life. Manhasset, New York. Heavyweight, because he's in GM modes in this. Holy shit, balls Magoo, and his match specialty apparently is submission. So this is the Corporal, as you can see. His eyes are very funny looking. His nose is quite a ways from his lip, and his lips protrude quite a bit. His sideburns unfortunately do not connect to his hair. His eyebrows are drawn on. And let's look at his body. Well, let's see, he's got green pants with a picture of a devil-looking woman on it. Green wristbands, Spirit Squad colors, shitty dollar sign that I made, and an arm tattoo. And on the back, he's got a yin-yang with the Batista sun with a blue skull and a spine. And white kicks. So, let's see. There's the ugly logo. Let's see what he looked like in the cutscene. He had the big old jacket and the shades. Very interesting stuff, I must say. His finisher, I'm pretty sure I gave him the stunner for some reason, which I've never given to any other superstar. It's like I want him back or something. I don't think I do. I never actually gave him a normal name. So with that being said, this concludes Corporal, and up to the next one. Next up, I guess, is a car named Kimberly Daze. I think I always said it Daze, not Days. As you can see, I wrote Miss Days. Doesn't look like there's a space, but there is. No, there's actually not. So that's proper now. Placement none. Kimberly from Minneapolis, female featherweight. She was a heel apparently. Let's see what this heel looks like. Okay. Well, as you can see, got blonde hair with a really small upper lip. So small, but like big at the same time. I think it's the lipstick that's doing this. For some reason, she's blushing with like gray eyeshadow and brows, and her hair looks like this. It's curly. Wonder what the attire looks like. Holy fuck. That's the entrance. That's terrible. This is the... Oh, okay. So I made Diva with see-through clothing that I never played as, named Daze, with Jeff Hardy armbands, little brown boots, and I gave her fucking stockings and a garter. Oh boy. Child me. Dear child me, what the fuck's this shit? This is terrible. You were influenced in bad ways. My child self. Well, at least you can see how tall she was. She was 5'7". Anyway, yeah, No wonder she got left behind. And to continue left behinding, now on to Matthew Razor. As you can see, his nickname was Terror, so it would have been Matthew Terror Razor, as you can see. From Seattle, Washington, male, light heavyweight class, which you can't see his weight because he's used in GM mode, clean, and a raw guy. His specialty was ladder matches, so let's see what he looks like. Oh yeah, okay. I think I did this guy and based him off Terrio Law, however you said it, Bumpmeister kind of deal. I mean, long hair, face paint, piercings, tattoos, offset like designs, like gauntlet on one side, tattoo thing on the other, the baggy pants with designs on them, a belt and boots. So that's neat, I guess. Let's look at his face. So, little trick, for some reason I put blush on him for some reason, I don't know. And I put face paint on him, so that's cool enough, and the face paint doesn't touch his beard, I guess, and he has a nose ring, bullhorn. Anyway, as you can see there is the lamb chop look. That is just a chin beard, and then you can clearly see the designed color difference where I put a design over to cover it completely. So let's hop onto the body, I guess. There's a tattoo. I think it's just barbed wire enlarged. And that's that dragon looking gun with the wristband under it. He has 2 tattoos on his back. Little handlebar looking thing. And that. And then over here he has like an arm fire with a skull in it and a torn up wristband. He's a stocky dude for a light heavyweight. He looks way too stocky for a light heavyweight, to be honest. His shoulders are massive. He got pants where the design sadly falls onto the boot and I never noticed. Or maybe I never cared. I don't know. So let's see how tall he was. He was 6'3" and a light heavyweight. This dude should have been easily categorized as a heavyweight. And with that being said, it makes sense why, I guess. Oh, he had Undertaker signed Legend Killer, crowd signs, trying to remember personalities, I guess. Anyway, no wonder he was left behind. On to the next one. Now, on to Marcus Ram, which I apparently had a HUD name of Mzilla. And his nickname was Papa. Marcus Papa Ram. From Atlanta, Georgia, male, light heavyweight, heel boy. And his specialty was backstage brawls. So Marcus Ram, I'm pretty sure I made a black dude named Marcus Ram. Correct, and it started in the cutscene attire for some reason. Okay, let's look at his face. So, dreadlocks, sideburns, and a tuft. That's an ugly tuft. It's just like a chin scruff, like completely from the bottom of the lip down to the chin. And it doesn't even match. You can totally not tell this is emulated at all while we're at it, because it's a lot easier. Because you can see his head is a different color than his fucking body for some reason. Thanks, THQ. So, his eyebrows are like gray almost, and he doesn't even look that black. Like, I don't really see the ideas of the morphing wise. And he's huge. And he has a tank top with a necklace and crosses and the glitch, so I could get 2 designs on the tights. I don't even know what these designs really are. And he has a tribal tattoo on his arm and a ring and 2 rings, wristbands too. I mean, this is like the most ridiculous, silly thing I've ever made. I think his finisher was like the Osaka Street, not Osaka, but like a lifting cutter. Lifting cutter, yeah. Because, you know, I'd go through and I'd be like, holy shit, fuck balls. I'd go through and I'd be like, that move looks cool. But what I used to do, Sega, is just make tons of characters after myself, because I didn't know what I was doing. So it'd just be tons of like me with different names. But anyway, instead I decided to make cause, so I'd be like, that move's cool, it's a finisher, it deserves to be on a guy. So I'd make a character and then give them a move. That's half my battle. So anyway, Mzilla you know, he could come back, possibly, but he'd have to go a major rehaul. Like, major rehaul. Major. So, that being said, on to the next one. Continuing on the Left Behind path, next up we have Lakota. I think what inspired this is that Lakota, there was an ad, product was called Lakota. I mean, his nickname was Paul. The immovable object from Long Island, New York, a male super heavyweight whose specialty was Iron Man matches. Oh, fucking boy. First off, it looks like I gave him a unibrow and then I put a shitty design in to cover it and didn't blend it proper. Maybe the coloring on the TV was bad. Maybe that's how these blends don't look great. Orange face paint, white eyelashes with very small eyes, big odd lips, like feminine almost, sideburns, and a white mullet with feathers sticking out of it. Oh, fucking boy. Now, see, this is what I made for comedy when I was a kid. Like, for some reason, I have an arm design insinuating that he had suspenders and an arm suspender holding up his glove and his elbow pad at the same time. And he has this, like, tattoo on his back because I didn't know what I was looking for. And weird boots, because his boots are glitched onto his tights or something of that nature, and he did split tights glitch with, so no, I have underwear, tights, and then tight glitch, do a one-legged tight by the look of it. I used the tight glitch a lot, and a white knee pad, very crazy. And he was 7 feet tall, the tallest you could be, which was still shorter than Big Show in this game. But I think the fun I had was doing, me and my buddy, we'd always play against 3 Mick Foleys because we thought it was so absurd that there was 3 different character slots for Mick Foley in all, like, 3 different gimmicks. So then we made this guy's a 4th gimmick to go along with the challenge of fighting 3 Mick Foleys at once. Even though you couldn't do that, like 4-on-2 or whatever, he'd always come in as a 3rd man just in case. It was kind of funny. I think his moveset's based off Mick Foley's, that's why he has the white glove for like the Mr. Socko stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, it's easy to tell why he was left behind. On to the next. And now, we're on to the next one. His name is Pumpkinator. HUD name, Jacko. Nickname, Jack-o'-lantern. So, his nickname was Pumpkinator Jack-o'-lantern because you can't put a middle between a first and last unless it was Pump Jack-o'-lantern Kanator. And he is the hero from parts unknown. It was the hero, but I made him a heel for no fucking reason unless that's just GM mode's alignment affecting it. But yeah, this is the Pumpkinator. I tried to make a car, and I think the whole gimmick was that he's a fucking bus driver, but he had a pumpkin head. I think that was the whole gimmick behind it. As you can see, I tried to make like Jack-o'-lantern. You could see the eyes cut out, the nose, and the mouth. There's a horn, and there's a monocle, and I don't know why I did such things. You can see there's normal guy, pants, shoes. Those are boots. God, I fucked that up, gave him boots. Gloves, jacket, yin-yang symbol, for some reason that's blue, and that like Turbo Rock Out Man symbol. So, any differences on other attires? No, he just full and through always looked like this. And I'm pretty sure 7'2", you can make them as tall as Big Show. Wow, that it's just the thing looked like it was full. So I lied earlier by accident, not by purpose. So anyway, this was Pumpkinator. It was trying to be like a cool pumpkin hero, but I didn't really make the head like a pumpkin. I mean, can I even do that? That's as wide as your head can be. So no, really, you can't make a pumpkin-shaped head. So anyway, that's that, and I see why he was left behind. It's a gimmick. So on to the... Well, we're at the end of Left Behind of SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, and I made a car named Sadistic Vince to end it all off. Vincent was the HUD name for some reason. Just like the Vincent I made based off... Oh jeez, what movie was that? I made that. It's all being made 30% in this, so it's there. It's just you know. Anyway, Virginia Beach apparently, and super heavyweight, a heel of course. All my guys were heels. I'm just like, oh, I gotta make everybody heel. No such thing as faces except for like Speedy Loco and El Luchador Nats. That's my faces. And his voice, or his specialty was Hell in a Cell. His voice specialty, yes. Ooh, look at this. White eyes, really thin eyebrows, big mohawk, cross earring, cheap sideburns that don't properly round his face, so they look it makes his face look smaller, and stubble on his chin. And oh god, shitty tattoo work me. This is the worst tattoo work I've ever done. Like a skull with a thing, and another thing. An arm with kanji on it by the look of it. This barbed wire with an eyeball at the top. This thing connecting to that thing, connecting to that thing, and a red T. And he's got the coolest jeans. Those are the coolest jeans. I thought they were so damn cool because they had proper design. Like, they're blue, but then they have fades on them. I thought that was so damn cool. Anyway, and a chain. So let's see what his cutscene attire looks like. Oh, okay. So we put on Matt Hardy's coat with the Austin Broken Skull Ranch looking symbol. Oh, there's a line on his hat, so I tried to put a logo there maybe. Or maybe that's the glitched chest tattoo on his head, I don't know. Because everything glitched in these games, but yeah. Pretty sure this was based off, what is his name? The lead singer of Avenged Sevenfold. I can't remember his name. Shadows? Yeah, that's it. I think this was based off him for some reason. Trying to be like cool, but like hard, like an edgelord. Because I made edgelord-esque cause, and then I revolutionized them in the future. And then there's always edgelords. So for now, as I close my eyes, I feel it all slipping away. Because, just like these cause, we all got left behind. Take care of it.